Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if this is your first video with me. Today we're talking about Italian aggettivi qualificativi, so qualitative adjectives. What are they? Well, they are those words that help us to describe people, places, animals, or things. Let's just say that they're important because they add details about what something or someone is like. So, as always, remember that you can download the entire lesson for free by clicking on the link that you find below. If you're already subscribed to my newsletter, you probably already have the PDF of all of this in your inbox. So, what are aggettivi qualificativi? In English, adjectives are words like beautiful, big, or happy. In Italian, these words are called aggettivi qualificativi because they tell us the quality or characteristic of a noun. For example, in the sentence, Maria è felice, Maria is happy. Felice is the adjective that describes how Maria is feeling. Let's look at some simple examples, okay? Read them with me. La casa è grande. The house is big. Here you have grande that tells us the size of the house. So it's describing the house. Il cane è piccolo. The dog is small. In this case, piccolo tells us the size of the dog. Try to write one sentence of your own. Making sentences is always a great way to practice and study a language. You can write it in the comments and I will be more than happy to check it for you. Next question, how do aggettivi qualificativi work? Because this is important. Where do I put them? How do I use them? In Italian, adjectives usually come after the noun they describe. This is different from English, where the adjectives usually come before the noun, so remember this little change. For example, in English, we say a big house, but in Italian, we say una casa grande. So the adjective goes after casa, okay? Let's practice with some simple examples. Una macchina veloce. Un ragazzo intelligente. Un gatto nero. Notice how all the adjectives go after the noun. This is very, very important because it's different from English. So this is something that could potentially confuse you. Now, the other big thing about Italian in general and in adjectives also, you need to agree. So they agree. In Italian, adjectives must agree in gender and number with the noun they describe. This means that adjectives will change depending on whether the noun is masculine or feminine, so depending on the gender, or whether the noun is singular or plural, so depending on the number. Let's break this down, okay? Remember, you can download all of this on the PDF, so you have the notes in the PDF. Masculine, singular. So for a singular masculine noun, you use the masculine singular form of the adjective. For example, il libro è interessante. The book is interesting. In this case, you have interessante as your adjective. It describes the masculine singular noun, which in this case is il libro. But what happens if I have a feminine singular? Well, for a feminine singular noun, you will use the feminine singular form of the adjective. For example, la sedia è comoda. The chair is comfortable. Here you have the adjective comoda. Comoda describes the feminine singular noun, which in this case is la sedia. And what if I have a masculine plural? Okay, if the noun is masculine and plural, the adjective must also match that. So it has to be plural. For example, I libri sono interessanti. The books are interesting. In this case, I'm changing it to plural masculine. So interessanti is the form that you need, the masculine plural form, because it will match with I libri. On the other hand, you can also have a feminine plural. Feminine plural, same thing. You will need a feminine plural form of the adjective. For example, if you have the sentence Le sedie sono comode, the chairs are comfortable, you will notice that from the singular to the plural, you change from comoda to comode, because comode is the feminine plural adjective that refers to sedie. Let's now look at some common adjectives and their forms. So here you will find some examples of common Italian adjectives and how they change according to gender and number. It's a starting point, okay? You can start learning these and then add on more. In this chart, you will see all of the different options. So all of the different changes from masculine, singular and plural, and feminine, singular and plural. So if I'm looking at big, I will translate it with grande, grande, grandi, grandi. If I have small, I will change it with piccolo, piccola, piccoli, piccole. How about beautiful? Beautiful will be bello, bella, belli, belle. And how about intelligent? Intelligent translates to intelligente, intelligente, intelligenti, intelligenti. As you have noticed, for sure, some adjectives like grande and intelligente don't change between masculine and feminine singular, but they have a change when they become plural. So there are lots of exceptions to this, okay? I do have other videos on adjectives. I will put the links below so that you can go and check all of the other different rules. Now, keeping in mind the general rule of change with gender and with number, let's practice writing some sentences. Let's try to translate these sentences in Italian. The answers are in the free PDF that you can download by clicking on the link that you find below this video. So, how can you translate? The cat is small. The house is beautiful. The dogs are big. The girls are intelligent. The car is big. Now, let's look at some adjectives with irregular forms, because yes, some adjectives in Italian have a very irregular form. And this happens, for example, with the word bello, which changes like crazy. Okay, for example, I can have un bel ragazzo, a handsome boy, una bella ragazza, a beautiful girl, I bei fiori, the beautiful flowers. These changes happen to make the sentence sound more smoother, okay? But do not worry, you'll get used to them with practice. You can also check my video on BELLO if you need to, understand further information on this. This is it for today. I hope this video helped you to review and understand that you need to match and agree with your adjectives. Remember that there are a lot more videos on my channel that can help you to further develop your language. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next week. Un bacio, ciao!